Malaysia has hardened its opposition to Israel's siege of Gaza, banning all ships bearing the Israeli flag from docking at Malaysian ports. It's also banned vessels from other countries from loading cargo in Malaysia if they are also headed for Israel. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim is accusing Tel Aviv of violating international law through, quote, continuous massacres and atrocities against Palestinians. Mr. Anwar singled out Zim, now that is Israel's largest shipping firm, saying it will no longer have permission to land in Malaysia. The new restrictions come amid disruptions to global trade as a result of attacks on cargo ships in the Red Sea. The Malaysian leader says he's confident the country's trade will not be affected by this curb. Mr. Anwar remains one of the most outspoken world leaders against Israeli actions in Gaza. If more, Melissa Go joins us live from Kuala Lumpur. Melissa, Mr. Anwar says he is confident this curb will not affect Malaysia's trade. What then is he trying to achieve with this move?
Well, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, who's been very vocal and consistent so far in criticising the West for being hypocritical in the response towards Israel, is seen to be walking the talk by putting an immediate ban not just on Israeli ships, but any ships bound for Israel, regardless they are owned by Israel or not. Now, it's been more than 2.5 months since conflicts began in Gaza, and the loss of lives continues. Now, many in Malaysia are losing patience. Mr. Anwar is trying to show the people, the crucial Malay Muslims back home especially, that he is serious about fighting the Palestinian cause and is prepared to take drastic action to show his disapproval against Israel, even if it comes at a cost to the local shipping industry. Now, Port Klang has long positioned itself as a pit stop for vessels plying the busy Straits of Malacca. Now, industry sources told me that Zim, which is the largest shipping company in Israel, on average, their vessels dock once or twice a month in Malaysia. Now, Transport Minister Anthony Loke said efforts are underway to help importers, exporters and cargo handlers affected by the ban. Now, this includes diverting the vessels to other ports. Now, as we speak, Zim Europe, a Liberia-flagged shipping vessel, is on its way to Malaysia from Boston. The next port of call is Port Klang, scheduled on December 26th. Now, the industry is taken off guard by the ban now that Israeli ship isn't going to be able to land here. Now, it's unclear what's going to happen next. A source said that it could be diverted to Indonesia.
Right. Melissa, you mentioned it has been 2 months since that war in Gaza began. Why is Anwar Ibrahim acting now in terms of this ban on Israeli flagged ships and is ships bound for Israeli ports?
Well, in general, there is a growing impatience in the country with the slow efforts to bring an end to the conflicts in Gaza. Now, Prime Minister Anwar is under pressure himself as well, with public outcries backed by an online petition against letting the Israeli ship docked here in Malaysia on December 26. Now, many Malaysians were agitated by this posting online and has been urging the government to put a ban on Israeli ships. Now, Mr. Anwar, in a statement issued today, also highlighted that the decision to allow Israeli ships to dock in Malaysia was made by the previous Prime Minister, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, in 2002. And Dr. Mahathir, as we all know, is the staunchest critic against the Israeli government. So who is a hypocrite now? Now, Dr. Mahathir has since responded and defended his action by saying that at that time, the peace process was ongoing between Palestinian and Israeli, and he thought that the Israeli government was capable of change. Now, this, as political tit-for-tat continues in Malaysia between the two, as the two continue vying for the crucial Malay votes to endear themselves to the Malay grassroots.
Oh, thanks for that. Melissa Go reporting live from Kuala Lumpur.